At the beginning of the movie, we see a man buried under snow suddenly levitate. Surprisingly, he is still alive. After dressing and getting ready, he retrieves his knife from the wood and continues his journey. The scene cuts to two young children. The elder brother's name is Jim, and he lives alone with his sister in a large house. He does everything himself and doesn't seem to need anyone to survive. Jim sits on the stairs, checking the bullets in his gun. From a distance, it appears to be a toy, but upon closer inspection, we see it is a tranquilizer gun, the bullets of which are used to stun targets. Meanwhile, he hears a voice from outside. He goes out to see a man asking his sister about her parents. The man asks Jim the same question, but without answering, Jim takes his sister and goes inside the house. Like an adult, he locks and secures the house properly, and then sits down to play with his sister. Meanwhile, we see strange creatures outside, trying to break in. However, the house is bulletproof and they can't get in. They are all zombies intent on eating the children. Currently in the world Jim and his sister live in, only 1% of humans remain. The zombie virus has consumed everyone else. Jim and his sister aren't afraid of these zombies because it has become a part of their routine. Jim and his sister are playing outside when Jack, the same person from yesterday, approaches. This time he has brought his partner. The girl lovingly picks Jim's sister up, but Jim scolds her and tells her to put her down. Afterward, the couple asks Jim about his parents. Jim explains that they have gone to get supplies. Hearing this, the couple tells him, "Okay, don't worry, we haven't come to harm you. We'll take care of you until your parents arrive." The scene cuts to another location, showing Aiden standing in the middle of the woods, unafraid of the zombies, killing everyone he encounters with his weapon. At Jim's house, the couple checks the place out, finding it equipped with amenities and supplies for a long time. Therefore, they decide to stay, as they realize Jim and the children live alone. Jim has been eavesdropping on all this. A sense of unknown fear rises in his mind. He locks his sister inside the safe room. Jim's dog sniffs Jim and starts barking. It is already night when the couple sees a large number of zombies surrounding the house. They are terrified and turn off all the lights. But then suddenly the back door opens and someone attacks the girl. We see the girl is injured. Afterward, someone drags her out of the house. What happened to her husband is not explained, and the scene cuts to the next morning. We see Aiden again lying in the snow. When he regains consciousness, he realizes he is caught in a trap. As he frees himself, he sees Jim's sister standing nearby, laughing. Suddenly, a needle strikes his neck, and as soon as Aiden removes it, he falls unconscious. In fact, Jim knocked him out with his tranquilizer gun. After some time, when Aiden wakes up, he goes to the house where Jim is standing holding his gun. When Jim asks the man about his motive, he says he is a soldier, heading north to find his wife. Jim is surprised, as all the people who came before had come in search of food or medicine. Aiden is the first person looking for his wife. For some reason, Jim feels trust in him and brings him inside. Once inside, Jim makes a deal. "The power in our house is out. If you charge all the batteries by running on the treadmill, I'll give you medicine, food, and a place to stay." Aiden agrees and enters the house, asking where his parents are. For the first time, Jim doesn't lie. He explains that his dad is a scientist who hasn't returned in a long time, and his mom works at a security agency. She is also away on a mission. During their conversation, Aiden notices a zombie outside. Aiden quickly goes out, picks up a large block, and smashes the zombie's head, killing it. Jim watches it all but covers his sister's eyes. When Aiden returns, Jim asks, "Why did you kill that zombie? This house is bulletproof. Zombies can't get inside." Hearing this, Aiden is perplexed, wondering what other facilities are installed in the house. Anyway, Aiden needs to finish his job and leave as soon as possible. He runs on the treadmill day and night without a break to recharge the batteries, eventually collapsing from exhaustion. Jim's sister gives him water and food, then offers her own pins, asking him to tie his hair back. After freshening up, Aiden serves them food. When they go out, they discover that a zombie has fallen into their trap. Jim kills it with his gun. Then we see an old man and a young woman passing by, presumably looking for someone. Aiden and the children return home, where Aiden looks at photos of their parents. He also finds car keys and immediately gets an idea. He can use this car to quickly reach his wife and save her. However, as he starts the car, he realizes it is broken and he can't fix it himself. He leaves the garage and notices the outhouse door where strange noises are coming from. Before Aiden can check it, Jim stops him. They all return home, eat dinner, and prepare for bed. We see that Jim handcuffs himself before going to sleep. When Aiden wakes up in the morning, he finds Jim is not in bed. Alarmed, Aiden goes outside and discovers Jim fixing the traps used to catch zombies. Seeing Jim busy, Aiden sneaks into the outhouse to see what is inside. He doesn't see much, only a mattress, pillows, and blankets lying there, along with scratches on the walls. He feels as if they had imprisoned a zombie there. Aiden returns home and later notices a strange man lurking, searching the house from the outside. Aiden immediately hides to avoid being seen. Furthermore, Jim's sister looks at the stranger and says hi. Aiden quickly grabs her and hides before the man notices, saving them from discovery. Seeing this, Jim realizes that Aiden will not harm them, so he returns Aiden's weapons, which he had previously kept as a condition. At this time, Aiden is fixing the parents' car. Suddenly, they hear Jim's sister screaming. They go outside to investigate and discover that the man who had previously come to inspect the house has returned with companions and taken Jim's sister hostage. Jim stuns one man with his tranquilizer gun, but two men suddenly fall dead from behind. They were shot by someone, and the shooter is none other than Jim's mother, who has now recovered. However, one of the stray bullets hits Aiden, who falls into the snow. Before dying, he has a flashback of his wife. Some time passes, and then a strange thing happens. Aiden comes back to life, and even more surprisingly, his wounds have completely healed. He is shocked to see himself, but Jim and his mother aren't surprised. They beckon Aiden inside the house to explain his condition to him. There is a very interesting twist here. Lena explains that ordinary people infected with the virus lose control of their minds. They act crazy, kill others, and turn into complete zombies. But among these, there are special zombies. Special zombies are those infected with the virus who do not lose control. They retain their minds. The positive thing is that they gain zombie powers. Just as zombies are immortal, so are the special zombies infected with the virus. Simply put, they are a hybrid of human and zombie, which is a very good thing. But just like every good thing has a negative side effect, so do these zombies. Sometimes the virus takes control of their minds, causing them to lose their senses, kill people, and do strange things. When they regain consciousness, they don't remember anything they did. Hearing this, Aiden understands that he too is a special zombie because at the beginning of the movie, we saw him die and come back to life. Lena then reveals a shocking truth. Her son is also a special zombie. The scene flashes back, revealing that the person who killed the couple at the beginning of the movie was none other than Jim. That day, when the dog was sniffing him, he sensed that Jim was about to turn. Therefore, before turning into a zombie, he locked his sister in the safe room to prevent harming her. Afterward, he killed the couple. This is why Jim handcuffs himself before sleeping every night. Night falls, and we see that Aiden has another dream about his wife. He sees her mouth full of blood, and she is holding a dead baby. The sight takes its toll, and he begins to cry. Seeing his sadness, Lena comes to comfort him and tells him that he's not the only one grieving. She tells him her story. When her two children were born, both had incurable heart conditions. She explains that the zombie virus was spreading rapidly at that time, and her husband, a scientist, learned about special zombies. While researching the virus, he created a serum that, when injected into Jim, physically transformed him into a zombie, but he remained a normal human mentally. He became a super zombie cured of his illness. Lena's husband thought life would be fine, but fate had other plans. One day, Jim bit Lena's husband, thus infecting him with the virus. Her husband turned into a normal zombie, forcing Lena to kill him. She breaks down as she speaks, and then hears Jim screaming outside. He is about to go into a frenzy. Lena, weeping, locks him in the outhouse and sits outside. Loud screams and cries come from inside. She refuses to open the door. Seeing this, Aiden sympathizes with Lena, telling her to rest while he stays watch. Days pass like this. Acting like a bodyguard, Lena helps Aiden, and Aiden helps Lena. They seem to be getting back to normal. But another problem arises. One day, Lena's daughter faints in the snow. Lena brings her inside. Upon examining her, she discovers her heart condition has returned. There is no cure, and now there is no one left to treat it. Lena is extremely worried. Aiden suggests injecting her with Jim's virus so she too would turn into a super zombie and live like Jim, but Lena refuses. Having already suffered a great loss, it is revealed that Jim has recovered from his frenzy. Along with Aiden, Jim and his mother take care of the girl. Days pass and the time comes when Aiden must leave. Lena and Jim try to stop him, but Aiden refuses and departs. A few moments later, a group of people gathers around Lena's house. The group leader's daughter is missing. She ran away with a man, and it turns out they were the couple who visited Jim's house earlier. This man had searched the house before while Lena was there. He couldn't find his daughter, so he searched the roots again and found her car near Lena's house. This leads them to attack Lena's house. Aiden, who was asleep outside, wakes to the sound of footsteps. When he notices a large number of people approaching, he rushes back to save Jim and Lena. Inside, the man tortures Lena, asking, "Where have you hidden my daughter?" Lena replies, "I honestly don't know," but the leader refuses to believe her. As his daughter's belongings are in the house, Aiden sneaks inside and finds Jim hiding in the kitchen. He asks Jim about the invaders. Preparing his weapons, he stealthily attacks them silently, killing many of them. He then comes face to face with the gang leader, and upon his arrival, many point their guns at Aiden. Instead of fighting, Aiden slits his own throat and dies instantly. He does this because he knows he can survive, but the pain will quickly turn him into a super zombie. As planned, he regains consciousness as a super zombie within seconds and begins attacking everyone present. While Lena hides her children, Aiden kills everyone. In the next scene, we see Aiden waking up the next morning. He is covered in blood and holding a human leg. He realizes he has killed a lot of people. He musters the courage to enter the house and finds that Lena has left a letter. She writes, "I am going north with my children. If fate wills it, we'll definitely meet again because I know you're coming north too." Reading this, Aiden begins packing. Outside, we see that the gangster's daughter has also become a zombie and